Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the endgame content of Forza Horizon 5. And what I mean by that is, we basically have reached the Hall of Fame in the game. When you reach the Hall of Fame in the game, you unlock the final content available in the game. What is the final content available? Well, just to show you, each one of the major stories in the game gets one additional stage, which we're about to do right now. Like, we're going to go do those final stages for the story that we've been doing. You know, we got the photography, we've got this stunt driving, we got a Volkswagen mission. We also have this one? No, we don't have this one. That's Test Driver. We have the Luchador, and we have the Street Race Rivalry. That's right. So we have four different ones to do to see the end. Oh wait, 5 different ones to do to see the end of all the different stories that we've been doing during the course of the playthrough. So we're gonna do those first tonight. Then after that, the only thing that's left really significant to do in the game, okay, is the final major festival races, including the Juggernaut, the Titan, trying to find them all, the Gauntlet, and the Goliath. I think it's only those 4. Oh wait, and the Marathon. So there's 5 left. There's 5 major missions left. Now, from what I'm to understand, okay, each one of those is, I'm not exaggerating, around 15 minutes long. Each one of those is incredibly lengthy. I already did one, inadvertently not knowing that it was the last one in that racing line, and it took 16 minutes. It was a 16-minute long race. It was this one right here, the Colossus. Okay? It confused me because I didn't realize it was going to be that crazy or that long. So, if you do the math, well, if there's 5 of these stages, they take 15 minutes each. It's about an hour and 15 minutes. Then we got to do the final leg of 5 other story missions. See? If we do it quickly and right away, maybe we will indeed beat this tonight. Or maybe not.
Right, kid.
Let's get started.
We're back in it. Get here when you can.
Another stunt. I'll be right there.
It's a final stunt. Let's do it. Let's head over there and start doing stunts. Whoa! This car is something else. Trying to learn how to use it. This is a Nissan 370Z. The top contributor of last stream was Kelsey, and Kelsey decided that we would be driving this car tonight. I already tuned it, but I haven't driven it yet, so I have to get used to driving this damn. It's pretty crazy, it looks like.
Turn left.
Here we go.
Turn left.
Oh shit! Going a little bit too fast there. Just a turn.
In 200 yards.
Okay.
Turn right.
Demiros is a weird starter for tonight. Only one explanation of the world coming to an end. Human sacrifices, dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. If you have no idea what he's talking about, I had some issues tonight. When I started the stream, all of a sudden, the stream ended and my internet cut out, even though it didn't really. What happened was somehow my server connection severed on YouTube and I couldn't restart the stream. It just saying error, error, error. Okay? So I waited for a few minutes. Even the chat died for me. So I waited a few minutes and then I basically tried again and everything came back. I don't know what happened. I don't think it was an internet issue for me. I think it was actually some issue with my connection to YouTube servers, which I've never had before. I've been doing this full-time streaming here with you guys since May of 2021. I never had that happen before. So this is another night, another random thing happening. And sorry that happened, but now we're jumping into the game, which is a few minutes late, but at least we're jumping in. I just told the game's loud, which it always is. You're right. I just lowered it. Thank you, Local Art Madman, for telling me. Okay. Here we go. It is.
You have arrived at your destination.
Horizon story. The post-credits scene. Let's see what this is. Here we go.
Right. This is a post-credit scene. And according to the call sheet, Victor wants...
Both of you.
both of you.
Look alike.
Both of us? He doesn't know I exist, right?
Alright, here we go. Post-credit scene.
Scene 121A. The two Alexes. Action!
Hey, what do you say we
The hell kind of car is this? Look at this car. What the hell?
Ah, yes, this is what we have been working toward. The within made manifest. The conflict, real. The outcome, unknowable. My greatest work.
My greatest work. What's up, Jay? Good evening. He says, what about the Jurassic Park Jeep tonight? I don't think any of the races tonight allow us to free choose any vehicles, because it looks like we're going to do all story-based missions always give you set vehicles to use. You can't change it. And if we're doing the big finale missions, if I'm mistaken, I think... No, you know what? I think for those missions, maybe we could pick, and I think there is an off-roading one. So if we have an opportunity, maybe I'll pick the Jurassic Park Jeep for that one. Because this might be the last stream of Forza Horizon 5, depending on how things go tonight. I don't know. We're going to see. What's up, Paul? You have a chance to read your email? I don't know, Paul. I honestly don't know. I'm not sure what email you're referencing, so... That's it.
And that, with any luck, is definitely, positively a wrap. So, Victor's asked me to join his remake of Rendezvous. Turns out he saw the thing we did in Edinburgh. It's a huge opportunity. And all thanks to you, kid.
Edinburgh, that was Forza Horizon 4.
You know, I've got this idea. It's about twins who fight crime. In cars. I'm in. Tell me more.
2-starred it, not bad. Okay. All right. 5,000 experience and story complete. See? We have a few more of these to do now. The next one, I believe it was showing it up here. Way the hell up here. They're hard to see now because when you have all the things on the map. Yeah, look. Here's one. Here's a Rivals. This was the club, the racing club with Tristan, who basically was pissed off that someone who was involved in the Forza Horizon didn't invite them to the British one. Remember? Okay. Alright. Born Fast. Let's do it. Tristan. We're actually going to race Tristan. Okay, here's the one guy we didn't race during that story. Very nice. Good evening, Madara. How you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, you're gonna lose this one, Tristan.
Hey, you two! Calm down, Jay. So, Tristan, shall we finish this?
Little Car Man's wondering what game's going to replace this on the late streams. I have a couple ideas, but at the very same time,
Hey, Tristan!
I'm in the midst of trying to finish up other games, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do. For example, if we end up finishing or the campaign of Halo Infinite over the weekend, then maybe what I'll do is I'll take a game like Lost Judgment and transition it out of the late stream, make it a daytime stream, and then, excuse me, that will actually have us do other stuff on night streams that normally we wouldn't. And what I was thinking is maybe we could do some of the stuff like YouTuber's Life 2 that we kind of only played twice and never got back to, or maybe we could do night streams of a game like Condemned Criminal Origins and stuff like that. But right now, I'm not set yet. I'm not 100% sure.
Hey, you were supposed to beat them, not join them.
All right, that's right. Jamin, or however you say his name. Tristan was his fan and was very rich and wanted to be a part of all the Forza clubs, and for some reason he was not even allowed to the Forza Horizon events or nothing.
Dialing them both and creating a group call now.
Yo, you okay? What's going on? Tristan Westfield Bourne speaking.
Guys, you two should have been best mates, not worst enemies. So we're gonna
I can't control the car right now.
Well, if you think I'm going to group therapy while racing, you are quite mistaken.
Jay, anything you want to say to Tristan?
Look, I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry I called you Born Rich. That was me.
Tristan, that's your cue.
No.
I'm sorry about all of this. Anyone else, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, Tristan was a fan of his. But then he was so... I guess they got into an argument because Tristan is rich or something. So he ended up not getting invited to Forza Horizon, so he started his own racing club. And that's the club that you race for this whole story plot line. And basically now it's all over with. So I guess what you're trying to do is get these two to make up or something. I don't think I'll be getting a high star rating on this one. Considering how much I've fucked up already. This car is incredibly hard to control. It really is. It almost feels like this is a Lotus, right? It almost feels like this shouldn't be on a street race at all. This should only be on a track or something. It's actually really hard to make these sharp turns. It fishtails a lot, or drifts, fishtails, whatever you want to say, quite a lot around these corners, making it almost impossible to correct your course if you make a wrong turn. Or I should say, if you over or under correct, and you have to correct yourself, it's very, very hard to do so. All right, we did it. I think it's 2 stars right there.
That was epic. Now, who wants to go back to the start line and make it best 2 out of 3?
Right. How we could get back to street scene without all this drama. Okay?
Right. End the
Both
drama.
of you?
Absolutely. But can I just say, that drama led to the sickest race series in Horizon history.
Hmm.
Yo, Tristan, come to street scene this weekend. I'll introduce you to everyone, but you still have to pretend like we still can't stand each other, okay?
I get it. But I want to drive that Aventador of yours.
2 stars, not bad. Low Car Memman says, I'm definitely be down for some Condemn. Much like Condemn 2 and Dante's Inferno, I feel there's some of the early and late 360 games that were kind of overlooked. Definitely worth the play. Mario Brothers says, how's the evening so far? So far, so good, except for that weird blip when I started the stream and it fucked up. Outside of that, looking forward to a fun stream tonight. Remember, guys, if you like the stream, please support it. So far, we have absolutely nothing to shout out. 0 contributions. But the night is young. Okay, that's 2 down. What I need to do is I need to sort through this. Where's the Luchador race? Oh, no, I think oh, wait, is that it right here? There it is. It's so hard to see.
I thought we'd seen it all.
Hey. What is it, Ramiro?
No, it's el monstruo fantasma.
Oh, God. This thing is hard to drive.
El what now?
I'll send you a link. This is a classic storyline. Look, just come to Guanajuato. Pronto.
Oh, my God. I seriously, this 370Z is so hard to drive. The handling is real bad. It's crazy to handle corners at all. Thank you, Chite, for a $1.69 tip, our first contribution of the night. I appreciate that. I'll get you up on the leaderboard in a moment. Good evening, Rope Notes. Good to see you. How you doing? Shit.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. At the roundabout,
coming up here.
take the 3rd exit.
There it is. Okay, let's get Chipe up on the leaderboard before we start this one. The good news is we're kind of turboing through these. Okay, $1.69. There we go. Alright, let's do what the final Luchador mission is. Return of the Monster Ghost, it's called. Alright.
El horrible monster ghost is back from decades in exile. After an epic defeat by El Campeón.
El Campeón.
And El Forzudo. They cannot face their ancient enemy alone. They need an ally.
In the middle of a rainstorm. What are we driving here? I'm not sure what car this actually is. Try to beat the Monster Ghost. Okay, we gotta find the Monster Ghost. That's the Monster Ghost? It's the Monster Truck. It's not a ghost.
The fearsome monster ghost. The monster ghost plotted his revenge against his old rival, El Campeón.
Oh! Oh my God.
Cannot stand against the monster ghost.
Great. Forgot to update the tips goal. Okay, I'll put the $1 in there. Sorry. Forgot. Absolutely right. There we go. It's critical that that happened at that moment. Okay. Jesus fuck. I'm getting wrecked.
Here comes El Campeón to help defend Toro Loco. sun is sneaking up on you.
Jesus, this weather. It's like a monsoon. A monsoon in Mexico. Do they have monsoons in Mexico? Jeez. He's got a little wiper on his back window. That's hilarious. I've never owned a car that had a rear wiper like that. I can't move. I'm literally stuck. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I was completely stuck and couldn't move. Yeah, I've never owned a car that has a white or rear wiper like that.
Cannot defeat the fearsome monster ghost. Right? And Forza has arrived to join the battle.
It's a little excessive. Do you really need that? Do you really need a rear wiper on your car? What does it effectively do?
Be victorious first.
You really need to see behind you that effectively that you need rear wipers. You know what I mean? Like, oh fuck, dude, I couldn't even see. I couldn't even see what I was doing. So dark with this storm. I can't even see what's going on in the game right now. I don't know where they are. They're not even on my map, so I think I lost them completely. I don't know how. But I can't see. It's too dark.
Will every fighter make it?
Okay, I see one of them coming up on me here.
Only the Triple Alliance of Elgar, Leon, El Futsubo, and Toroloco can defeat this beast on wheels.
Why is every one of these driving me through the same tight fucking village streets? You notice that? Why are we doing this over and over in these streets, man? It's just tough. Oh my god. How am I supposed to make these corners? I can't even see. And for a crappy 1-star finish. Jeez, what weather, huh? Crazy weather effects of the wind. Holy crap.
The Triple Alliance has defeated the monster ghost! When luchadores work together, they can drive away a terror, like the monster ghost. I cannot wait to
What?
see what buzz of lucha de
I can't hear you, it's too loud. We're in the middle of a fucking storm. Can't hear anything. Oh my god. Okay, that's done. It was messy, but it's done. Okay, there should be 1 to 2 more left. Okay, we did this. The 2 that are left, there's the photography, which is when you're looking for the statues, and the Volkswagen. Those are the 2 last ones.
Ay, ay, ay. Hi there, Hall of Famer, eh? Woo! No time to explain. Vente ya. Come, meet me.
All right, we're going looking for a
Thanks,
photo.
Carmen. Is this about the book?
We're about to find out. Okay. Here we are. El Camino. The Temple of Quechula. Temple of Quechula it is. All right.
There you are. So I worked it out. Remember that flash flood? She was near an abandoned church along a river. And that has to be the Temple of Quechula. Ándale, vámonos. Drive.
Is this the best racing game that I've seen from a visual standpoint as Demuro B? I would say absolutely, yeah. I mean, the only other racing games that I played that looked absolutely beautiful were like on PC back in the day. Like the original Need for Speeds and stuff. I remember playing in the 2000s, had crazy, you know, lighting and visuals and mirror, you know, stuff shining off the car and everything. But it's been a long time since I played those. This definitely for
Lady
modern
Sydney
games,
has
absolutely
one
the
more
best
marvel
looking
to
one
show us,
when it comes to
and
racing.
you're gonna show me how a Hall of Famer drives,
Oh,
no?
excuse me.
Wasn't the temple at Cthulhu flooded? I didn't bring my snorkel.
Que chistoso. Quechula is located on a floodplain, but after a long dry season...
The temple is accessible. I take it back. Let's go.
So there's been a long dry season. She thinks the temple that normally would have been underwater isn't underwater anymore. And now maybe we can go look for this stuff with the locations in the book that we've been using the whole plot line, right? Oh, WizKnocker says, did you decide not to play the Matrix demo on stream? It has nothing to do with deciding to play it or not play it. I don't have time. I'm in the midst of so many different playthroughs. It's not like I have, a free night tonight. What should we do? Let's do the Matrix demo. I'm already behind on a bunch of playthroughs that I need to finish up, so don't have time to do it. Especially because I heard it's only 15 minutes, so why set a time to do something like that, right? Not even a demo, it's just it's a tech demo is what it is. It's not a real game. It's just a tech demo to show off the Unreal 5 engine, right? Okay. This is kind of nice driving across these like wetlands. You can see it used to be a river here, but it must have dried up, like she said. Nice.
Y coming up on the church. Oye, qué rápido! This church is 500 years old. It was built in the hopes that it would become the center of an important city, but never did. In 1966, the dam was built and the whole area flooded.
That's it, right here. There it is. That's the church that she said she saw. Interesting.
This is amazing. Like a final chapter of the book I never got to read as a girl. I hate to say it, but it feels like this belongs in a museum.
I agree. But you know it won't be visible unless you go see it at exactly the right time.
You don't believe that, right?
2 stars, not bad. Alright, one more. One more story-based mission to do, and then we head into the big finale missions that are going to be incredibly lengthy. It's good. We just did 4 of them in 20 minutes. Not bad at all, actually. Alright. Okay, last one. What is it? What is the... Wait a minute. Did we do them all? We did the race. We did the luchadors. We did the camera. Oh, the Volkswagen. The Volkswagen's the last one. Let's do it. Here we go. All right, my friends. Why did it fucking remove the Volkswagen symbol? Thing? There we go. Vocho. Alright, Scratch versus Stock 2. Here we go. Hello, Maniac Cop. How are you tonight?
So, what do you have planned, Ellie?
Nada.
Oh god, it's the experimental Beetle. Remember this thing?
I did get a hold of a bare VW Beetle chassis, and I have built something from scratch.
Oh my god.
Papa Fernando would probably think I've gotten a little bit loca.
And you've got a Koenigsegg here too, because
We're going to race them, of course. This time I get stuck, and don't hold anything back.
Okay. Look at this thing. Race to the destination. Yes, racing a Beetle versus a fucking sports car. Very realistic. I don't care how much you mod the Beetle. How's the Beetle gonna beat the fucking sports car? Come on, man. This is ridiculous. And after this, we do the very, very long races. They're all gonna be different. This is one giant cross-country one. One that I think is gonna involve crazy like stunts and shit. I'm not sure though. To see what they all are. I think there's 5 left. If we do them all, we might beat the whole game tonight. This could be the big finale tonight.
What did you think of my hyper vocho?
I think you set this whole thing up just so you can say hypervocho.
Maybe I did. If you like, bring your vocho down to the auto show sometime, and I'll show you how to customize it.
So I really had no idea that Volkswagens were actually part of Mexican culture. I mean, they're German, right? They're German vehicles. I have no idea why they would have been such a big part of Mexican culture. So they said they are. Like a lot, they always drove them and they think of them in high regard and stuff. That's so weird to me. Why? Why did the Beetle catch on so much in Mexico? Huh. It's weird how stuff works out in real life, man. It really is sometimes. Oh, fucking shit. Ah! Okay, time to rewind. I definitely couldn't make that corner. Why? Because I'm driving a stupid Beetle. That's why. There we go. If you're driving a Beetle, you can't make corners like that. There's no handling at all. You have to slow down to like a crawl to make that corner. Wow, there I'm my ass in the sports car. No surprise there. What's funny is this whole thing was a drift. Look, the whole thing was a drift challenge. This giant ass strip was a drift challenge. Finally, I think we're out of the drift challenge. No, it's like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas right now, like we're in the desert.
Brilliant.
We do it?
Well
We did
done.
it.
Oh, and mi familia has organized a small exhibit of Papa Fernando's things at the outpost. You should take un vistazo.
He sounds like a great guy. I wish I'd known him.
Very nice. 3 stars. Got it. Nailed it. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. That's it. We did all the story missions I wanted to do. The only ones we didn't do during the course of the game were the test drives, but there's so many of them that it kind of feels like it's not necessary to do them all, right? Alright, so what we need to do is look for the ginormous events and start doing them. The closest ginormous event? Where would it be? Nothing down here where I am, huh? Yeah, nothing there. It looks like the closest one would actually be called the Juggernaut. So, it's called, it says Endurance, the Trailblazer Start Gate. Complete the Juggernaut race. I wonder how long this race is. We're about to find out, guys. Alright. Now, will I eventually play the Matrix demo? Possibly. I'm going to fast travel to be right next to it. Possibly. Am I doing it anytime soon? Unlikely. Alright, ready? Here's the Juggernaut. It's right around this corner. This is I have some rewards. Hold on. 2 wheel spins. Check this out. I should check the message center, too. No, Demuro, I'm not doing a formal review for Halo. I will talk about my thoughts about the game in the credits. A 2013 BRZ Subaru. And the final car, or excuse me, the final spin. 25,000 credits. I already have Tank Pool. Why? Wait a minute. Why was that in the running when I already have it? That's kind of weird. Anything new in the message center? Gifted VIP Super Wheel Spins. I got 8? I got 8 Super Wheel Spins. Holy crap, guys. Here we go. 175,000. The Paul Urias sundress. It's about time they gave me a sundress. I should put that on. The Raul Urias legendary sundress, right? And the Chevrolet ZR2 pickup truck. Good evening, Keenan. How are you? All right, we got 7 more. I don't know why I got these Super Wheel Spins. They gave them to me for no reason. The Archer, 40,000 credits, 45,000 credits. Okay. 30,000 credits. The Sylvia, 1998. And 25,000 more credits. Okay. Tomorrow says you just missed the brown ankle sound. Darn. Golden Piranha, the Morris Minor FE, and the BMW M3 2008. 3 vehicles spin, and in the middle one, which looks like a classic style car, it says you get a credits boost. So it's actually a legendary version of that car because you get a credits boost. That's cool. As long as we're getting a legendary. Pep Talk, the BMW M5 2009, and 100,000 credits. How's my Christmas? Keenan, it's not Christmas yet. Can't answer that. Clear round shades, 50,000 credits, and a number 65 911 desert vehicle. That's freaking weird looking. 2 more spins. 35,000, 25,000, and a Sylvia 2000. Alright, my last super wheel spin. I still don't know why I got so many. It's never really explained. 175,000 credits, modeled blue skinny jeans, and 45,000 credits. How nice. Dude, I got a ton of money. A ton, right? Absolute ton. 2 new accolades. Story accolade. The Frankie Beaumont costume from the movie. Then I also got Hall of Fame accolade, a vehicle. It is the Nissan 240SX Formula Drift Epic car. Yes. Stormforce Gamer says, for the cross-country race, I think it's called Juggernaut, you would think a four-wheel drive off-road car would be the way to go, but I found just use your fastest car and floor it. Really? There it is. Just added. Okay. So Juggernaut time. Let's see what happens over here. What kind of car, what kind of freaking race is this cross-country now?
Arrived at your destination.
Oh shit, rocks. So wait, where is it? I don't understand. I'm like on top of it and it's not triggering. See? According to this, I'm on top of it. It doesn't do it. What's going on? Why am I in the middle of a... Wait a minute. Why am I in the middle of a Trailblazer? No, I don't want to be in a Trailblazer. How do I end it? How the fuck do I end the Trailblazer? Look how stupid this is. How the fuck did I do this? I accidentally enabled the Trailblazer by driving through this stupid thing. I didn't mean to do it. How the fuck? You can't end the Trailblazer? Sorry, I don't want to wait 4 minutes for it to fucking end. This is incredibly stupid. Juggernaut is a Trailblazer event? What? Well, how do you do it? It doesn't explain it. How do you do it if it doesn't explain what you're supposed to do? I don't understand. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe if I force a car switch. Here you go. Okay. I got it to cancel. Now maybe I could go up there and figure this out. That made no fucking sense at all. That seriously made no sense. So. See you tomorrow for Kagame. Now, what do I do? There it is. It says wrong way. See, that says wrong way. Okay. Am I following the red arrow? I guess I'm following the red arrow. I don't know. I can't even drive. Look at this. Are you fucking shitting me? There it is. I'm not doing very well. I'm getting stuck. There it is. So the Trailblazers are 6 miles away. What the fuck happened here? What the fuck? What is going on? I was like rubbing my nose, and the game went to a different camera, and then rewound. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what fucking happened. Scratching my nose, it did all that. Look at my car. Look at my fucking car. They literally want me to drive across the entire map. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy. This is bad. Oh shit. Oh. Ooh, that was painful. That was pain. Holy fuck, dude. Alright. This is crazy right now. Oh my god! Ooh. Can I please flip my car? What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Yikes. Nico says I'm a made it. You actually made it through all those trees and didn't hit any. Yeah, but then I fucking flipped my car like an idiot. Oh god. Oh boy. If I don't hit anything, I can definitely do this. But, oh god, look at this. The car. The car. Oh my god. Yo. I'm stuck. Ah. Sorry about your wall. Ah. This is insane. Sorry about that. Oh my god. 179 seconds left. I don't know if we'll make it. I can't see anything. Oh my god. Oh, come on. That was bullshit. I don't think I'm going to make it. I only have 166 seconds left. And I have to do 3.5 miles. I don't think this is happening. I'm going to have to redo it with a different car. It sucks. Oh my god. See, most of it is across a field. Oh, look at the nice flowers. Look at these beautiful flowers. This is easy going as long as you're going across the field, but now some roads are coming up, which is going to make it more difficult. Watch. Oh shit, I can't control it again. Oh my god, what's this? Oh! A temple! There's a fucking temple in my fucking way, dude. Oh my god. We're just over 2 miles away with 125 seconds left. I don't know about this. Oh my god. Did I hear about the new Sonic movie? Yeah, I heard they're making Sonic 2. I didn't see the first one, so it doesn't really affect me in any way. Alright. Less than 2 miles. Can I make it? Oh, can I make it? Serenity now says, focus, Phil. Never mind those flowers. They're paying attention to what you're doing. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Come on. 90 seconds left of the less than 2 miles left. Oh my god, can I make it? Oh, there's a lot of trees in the way now. I don't like this. Why are there so many trees? Oh, fuck. Oh, no, come on. Are you shitting me? You gotta be kidding me. There's only like a mile left. Get the fuck out of my way, stupid. Oh my god, you fucking stupid tree. Come on. 70 seconds left. 1 mile left. Can't see. Oh god, I can't see. Why did they put it in the middle of this fucking... these trees? This is terrible. Oh my god. 60 seconds. No! Are you fucking kidding? It's right over here. Less than a mile. Stop it with these fucking trees. Oh my god. Okay, through the clearing. Okay, half a mile left. Oh no! 40 seconds left. It's right down there. It's at the top of a temple, it looks like. No, are you kidding me? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. How do I do this? Here it is. Oh my god, dude. Look at the car. Look at the car.
Awesome.
Look at the car.
You can do it faster. Come on.
Wow. Wow. Well, I did it. It sure wasn't pretty, but I did it. Oh my god. Yo, there's no one alive in that car. That is a zombie driving the car, dude. Look at the car. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, well, we got that done. How about the gauntlet? This is Horizon Wilds, so this should be an outdoor race, correct? Yes. That was something else. All right, let's do it. We have time before I even split the video here. We can probably do it. The solo gauntlet. Horizon Wilds. So, are they recommending an They are. They're recommending an off-roading car. Let's do it. In honor of Jade's request, we will do this in the Jurassic Park Trailcat Jeep. Here we go. Very nice. I never played Vanguard, Keenan. I don't know what you're talking about. I never played the game. He says, you don't play Vanguard anymore? I never played it. Okay. Oh, man. I don't mean to say outdoor, I mean to say off-roading is what I meant to say. It's off-roading event. Alright guys, this is going to be incredibly long. They all are. This is probably going to be like 15 plus minutes long, just to forewarn everyone. Let's go. We got 672. We got DX. Is that my Damien up there? I can't really see. To see who we have in this race, 8 of us. 7 of us, of course. They all had a head start for some odd reason. Thank you to the Recluse for a super chat, and he says, your winner. Well, I don't think I was a winner of anything. That Juggernaut was pretty rough. Hazard? What the fuck? Hazard's in here. Come on. Hazard hasn't actually been in my game since like the first stream. Like a month ago. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one. 2% progress, and you can see how long it is. It's going to be definitely like 15 minutes. What I need to do is we need to get out of these muddy turns, and once we start getting to like an open area, that's when I can make my move. Because right now it's going to be very hard to really pass anyone, I think, on these turns. Because I have to brake a lot to make the turns. This off-roading vehicle is not great. It's only A. I didn't tweak it all the way, so it's only like A. So it's not the best. The other thing that sucks is you see these tight turns, like, oh, you can skip it, do a shortcut. You can't. In this race, you have to make all these checkpoints. See this checkpoint right here? So these checkpoints severely limit your ability to possibly try to pass people. I got past one extra guy here. These fucking idiots are in the way. Look at this. Get out of the way. Get out of the fucking way. Thank you, Recluse, for the super chat. Well, first super chat of the night. And we're almost an hour into the stream, so I appreciate that, Recluse. Okay. Rains. Whew. Okay. Here we go. 6 of 12, only 7% progress, as you guys can see how long this is going to be. This is going to be a crazy off-roading journey. All mud to start. I'm hoping we do get off this mud path and eventually start doing other stuff so I can catch up with these guys. Right now, as you can see, I'm not making any real headway. Every time I have to slow down for one of these muddy turns, I can't catch up to that. Shit, that was my opportunity to pass one and I fucked it up. Oh, wait. No, come on, get out of my way. Come on, Damon. Come on. Now another guy's catching him. Fuck that. Woo! Now the good news is I passed 2 of them. The bad news is the people who are ahead are now ridiculously ahead. You see this bullshit? And I do believe this is a problem with the game, is that if you get caught up with a pack of guys and you gotta, deal with them, all of a sudden everyone else just pulls way the fuck ahead of you. And there's not much at all you can do, right? I've noticed that about the game, especially some of the harder races. Look how far ahead they are. Now, how am I ever going to catch them? Unless they screw up, I don't know what opportunity I will have to catch these guys, which sucks. Obviously, I'm going to do a crazy long race here, like 10, 15 minutes. I want to have a chance to win it. And I don't know that I have a chance to win it. All we can do is try. I'm going to change this song. It sucks. Come on. Something better. Oh my ghosts. Here we go. Oh my ghosts. Alright, I am making a little bit of headway. Just a little bit though. Not too much. This is called the Goliath, right? This is the Goliath race we're doing. Oh, I pushed him. Nice. Pushed him out of the way. So we got Gamer Gaining and Ellipsian. Ellipsian in the lead. Ellipsian, you big jerk. How dare you? How did you be so good in all these Microsoft games? Microsoft Game Studios games. First Halo, now this. Alright, look at that. Oh, this is good. Now, can I catch it with ellipsing is the question. Shit! Alright, come on. Slam him! Oh, shit. Well, I slammed him, but then I hit the wall and lost a lot of my speed. I did pass him, though. We're only, if you can believe it, here we go, right? Just to show you, we're 18% progress. That's it. Only 18%. We're not even a fifth through this race. And we've been racing for, like 3-4 minutes, right? That's how long these races are. These finale races. Oh, yeah? Stormforce Gamers says only a win counts. If you don't win, you have to redo the whole race. Are you fucking serious? Well, that's bullshit. These guys are playing dirty, too. That's bad. I don't like that. Definitely don't tell me that. Just let me play my race. Don't tell me that. Get me nervous. My hands will start sweating. I'll make mistakes. Okay. All right. Yeah, I hate to say it. I will agree here with Clyde. Clyde said, well, you know, the reason that attendance has been low and the reason that it seems like support has been really low is because Forza ran its course. I think you're right. I think that this game, it's fun, don't get me wrong. And I think that we actually would have had a better time with the game if it had come out at a different time. But the time it came out this year was a little bad because we were in the midst of so many other playthroughs that were ongoing and people wanted to see. And some games, sadly, even got kind of delayed for me to play this. For example, Metroid Dread, everyone wanted to see when it released, and I held off, and I ended up playing this as a new release instead. And people were like, oh, man, I want to see Metroid Dread. I can't believe the fool waited to play that, but he played this, you see? And let's be honest here. This game is pretty much the same as the last two. It's a new location, which is gorgeous. I mean, it has the best graphics of any of the ones I've ever played. 60 frames, right? That's awesome that it looks so good on the Xbox Series X, but outside of the graphics, what else is really new about Forza Horizon 5 compared to 4 and 3? And the answer is really nothing. It's just a new location and better graphics, and the game is nearly identical to the previous ones. They tried to add all these online components, and it didn't work. The online components just are boring. The Battle Royale's terrible. Half the online shit doesn't work at all. And they tried patching and fixing it. By the time they did, who cares, right? Like, you've already moved on and probably played other games. I think that's going to kind of be what's going to end up happening with these Game Pass games. Did I just miss that checkpoint? Oh, my God. I think that's what's going to end up happening with, I think that's what's going to end up happening with Game Pass games, is they're going to be hot as soon as they come out. But then, what might end up happening is if you don't basically get a good tear into a Game Pass game as soon as it comes out, everyone gets hyped for the other games, and then it's kind of forgotten. You know what I mean? Like, it was really exciting when this game first came out. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's the best reviewed game of the year. And you played it for 2 weeks, you're like, oh, it's kind of like the same thing of the last two games. That's not bad, but if you're going to compare, gee, do I want to play this, or do I want to make progress in a narrative-based game? You know what I'm saying? Like, I pretty much have chosen actively to play other games way more than Forza. I've been playing Forza only once a week for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then before then I was playing it maybe twice. By the way, I guess another important fact to note, so we've been playing this game for about, I want to say, just about 20 hours as of tonight. I think we're coming up on 20 hours tonight, or we're close, like 18 hours. We're about to finish it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we've seen everything. It's not like, oh, you missed out on a lot of stuff. No, I wrote all the major stories. I did all the major story-based missions and the events. The only thing we didn't do was every piece of grindy side content on the map. We didn't do all the barn finds. That's true. We definitely could have done a lot more. I actually feel like out of the 3 Forza Horizon games I played, this is the one I did the least amount of barn finds. I think I only did maybe like 5 barn finds. When other games I actually took a lot of time to find the cars. You don't really need to do that in this game. You just unlock cars kind of naturally as you play it, rather than having to find them out in the barn. So, yeah, it just feels like this. I did all the meaningful stuff. I'm doing it right now. This is one of the meaningful missions of the game. It's incredibly lengthy, but it just seems to me like there's a lot of stuff in the game that in this time around, there's a lot of side stuff and a lot of stuff that's more like time wasting. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. If you enjoy a game where you can just relax and sink a bunch of time into playing it, unlocking great cars, especially if you're a car guy, right? I'm a car aficionado. I like cars and stuff. You're probably going to enjoy this game a hell of a lot more than someone like me. And especially my viewing audience who's used to seeing me either play games that have a narrative to them or possibly games that have story-based content or games that are competitive. If you haven't noticed, people for the past 2 streams are screaming for you to play the game online. I am playing the game online. I don't think they realize that. There's no organized racing mode in the game. There's online modes, but they're kind of disjointed, like Battle Royale mode, which I tried. It was terribly glitched and boring. There's no, oh, do competitive online races constantly kind of a deal. It's not meant to be that kind of game. It's meant to be a game where you're wandering an open world, and yeah, you'll have some drop-in, drop-out fun with friends that are playing it, but it's never meant to be, oh, I'm doing online races competitively for an extended period of time. That's not even really the design of the game, you know? And I think a lot of people are used to, like, when I'm playing Street Fighter, when I play Halo, when I'm playing Call of Duty, that's what they're used to seeing me do. Let's do some competition. This game is really not competition. Some of the best competition is trying to beat the people on my friends list, as you see when I do certain challenges in the open world, or it says, oh, you drove on this many roads, or you unlocked this much content. It'll say compared to one of your friends how you're doing. And it's kind of like a little bit, I remember like during the playthrough, I was like, oh, we're competing with Demonic Damon, who was just slightly ahead of me in the amount of roads unlocked or whatever. You feel a little bit of competition there, but outside of that, the game is not meant to be a competitive online racer. It never was. It wasn't designed for that. And maybe that's some of the reason why the game doesn't have much appeal with my viewing audience compared to other games. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like the game is fun. It's chill. And like I said, if this were a different time of year, if I weren't backed up playing games like I am right now, okay? If there were way less releases, or I gotten through those releases more faster, and there was nothing else going on and we're looking for chill stream content, then maybe this game would have caught on better. But I think what's happening is people are like, dude, you still didn't finish Lost Judgment, right? You said you were going to play Halo more. You've only played it once a week for the last week. Why aren't you playing more Halo multiplayer? You know, why aren't you making progress in GTA? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? By the way, there's all these other games people want to see me play, and they're like, play them. And I'm like, well, I'm in the middle of Forza. You see? And they're like, well, what are you playing Forza for? You see? What? I hit that sign. The game is full of dog shit right here. I definitely touched that sign. The game is full of crap. Okay. So anyway, let's do some shout outs. Fencer's Mage Mark did a $1.50 tip saying the first blow is the most important and often negates the need for a second. Not sure what that means. It must be some kind of a saying. Thank you for the tips. Now we're up to $2 in tips tonight. And Cracker Jacks did a super chat during this race so far and says, happy holidays. Have you thought of doing a charity Christmas stream and donating proceeds to local food bank or homeless shelter? Cracker Jacks, I don't know how often or how far back you've watched my content. But I've talked about charity work before, and my opinion on charity work is thus. Charity should be done privately. I spelled your name wrong. I'm going to fix that. Charity should be done privately. It should not be done publicly, because when you do charity publicly, it's for personal gain. I hate to say it. Like, you're trying to look good, right? You're trying to, oh, I want to look good publicly. I want to look like a good guy. Oh, crap! Okay, I got scared. Okay, I got scared there. I thought I redid the whole race. For me, that's what charity is about. It's about when you do charity stuff, okay, you're doing it because you want to do a good deed. You're doing it because you want to help someone else, right? And if you're going to do charity, you shouldn't make a public thing out of it. Now, the thing is, tons of people, as well as corporations, all do charity publicly. Oh, a public drive, a public stream, a public event, you know, this and that. I don't like that. If I'm going to do charity, which, by the way, it's up to me if I do it or not, and I have done charity in the past, it's not up to you to know or care about if I do charity stuff or not, okay? Just being honest, it's my business, not anyone else's, okay? I will keep it private, and I will do it for myself, and I would probably not do it as a public event for many reasons. The first being my own personal philosophy about charity. I feel that if you're doing charity work, or you're donating money or resources or anything to a charity, it should be a personal sacrifice for you. That's number one, because you're giving of yourself to help others, right? But on top of that, you should not benefit in any way, shape, or form from doing it. So for example, if you do charity, and the only reason you're doing it is because you get a giant tax write-off as a result, you shouldn't do it. You should be doing it as a sacrifice to yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's my personal the philosophy, and you want to know the truth, it's probably because I was raised as a Roman Catholic Christian, and in Christianity, that's actually exactly what they teach, is that it's supposed to be an act of humility, it's supposed to be an act of giving of yourself. It's not supposed to be, oh, you're doing it to get ahead, you're doing it to look good, to save face, because you get some kind of a fucking crazy benefit out of it. It's supposed to be you're doing it to help others, right? Mother Teresa dedicated her entire life to charity, right? And that's true charity. Not, oh, you know, I happen to be a popular streamer and I did a donation drive with my viewers and they all donated money and somehow it went to a charity. That's, you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's not even charity. Just being honest. That's number one, okay? Now, outside of that, there was a time many years ago, all right, when I was actually going to do a charity event, even though it goes against my personal philosophy of what charity should be. I felt that I had enough influence, that I had enough popularity, that if I did a charity event, that maybe the benefits outweigh the fact that maybe it would make me look good. Because I didn't want to look good by doing it, but I thought, okay, maybe if I help enough people through doing it or whatever, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? So I was planning a charity event, and I'm not going to go into the full details of it. This is many years ago. I was planning a charity event where not only was I going to do an over 24-hour long stream, but at times I was going to have special other guests, people who I knew from the industry. Whether it was people who I had done stuff with before, who were going to be special guests, or other people who were streamers and stuff, were going to actually join me and help me out because I want to take a break or whatever. Obviously, someone could tag in for like a half an hour while you take a break or whatever, right? So I had stuff, I was in the planning stages. I actually had at least one guy who was signed up to do it, and someone else who I was talking with to do it. Okay. And I even had a charity picked out that I was going to donate to and everything. All this was planned and ready to go, okay? Incidentally, the same year that I was planning this was the year when somehow the toxicity against me on the internet exploded in exponential amounts of ways, okay? That same year that I was trying to plan this event, I was DDoS attacked for about 2 straight months, to the point where I finally figured out, wow, someone must have gotten my IP and I had to change my IP address completely by having someone replace my modem who worked with the cable company. It was a big ordeal because my cable company is stupid and basically doesn't have the ability to just change your IP address on the fly. It was a big ordeal. So first there was that. Then I was swatted, okay, which I couldn't believe, but it actually happened. I was actually fucking swatted here. Then that was also the year when there was an organized attack against me where people actually pretended to be fans and submitted a bunch of fan art for my streams, which then they proceeded to copyright strike on YouTube, which that was what actually destroyed DSPGaming from being a popular YouTube channel, because that was the time when it got knocked out of search results and everything on YouTube. I don't want to go on about that and talk about it at length, but basically, here I am, all right? I'm planning this year is going to be a great positive year. For the first time ever, I'm gonna bite the bullet, and I'm gonna go against my own personal philosophy to try to help others. I'm gonna do a charity event, and I'm gonna do this and that. I'm planning all this stuff, and all this negative shit happens to me all within a 6-month span. And I'm thinking to myself, how the holy hell could I ever do a charity event? You know exactly what would happen if they're willing to do all these things to break the law to try to hurt me. You know they would do absolutely everything they possibly could to make sure that event fails. Whether it be DDoSing, whether it be fucking, you know, with me, and maybe even, you know, doing nasty stuff with the charity. Who knows what it would be, right? But when I saw the level of hatred that was thrown at me that year on the internet, I was like, there is no possible fucking way that I would ever have a successful charity event. And at that time, I was of the impression that maybe it was a temporary thing. I don't know if it was just a particular group of people who had a bug up their ass about me at that time or whatever. But I was like, you know, I'm just going to keep doing my thing. I'm just going to keep moving on. I'm going to keep making streams. I'm going to keep having fun with games. We'll keep it going. And over time, hopefully, things will die out. Hopefully, the hatred against me, whatever this is, like I said, vitriol or whatever it may be, will die out. And eventually, I will be able to do a charity event again. And I hate to say it, things never died down. They are just worse, right? Like, seriously. Over the years, I had to completely stop doing fan interaction events because the trolls would always infest them and ruin them. I had to stop doing so many things that I enjoyed doing because of trolling and because of really fucked up things that have happened to myself and my family and people involved with me behind the scenes that I don't even really talk about. You guys don't know. You guys literally do not know the half of the level of trolling that me and my family have gone through. Okay? And there's no point in even bringing up specifically the stuff, because all that does is encourage me to do it worse, you see? So I don't talk about it, but when that much shit happens to me all the time, I realize if I were to ever try to do a charity event, it would not work. It would be constantly about trolling, constantly about making it fail for just to make me be miserable or look bad, rather than the fact that I'm trying to do something for the greater good and help people, you see? So I decided that any charity work that I'm going to do in the future will be me doing it privately behind the scenes. And basically it'll be between me and whatever I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, it will not ever be something public, because I don't feel like I would ever be able to successfully do anything public because of that level of fucked up stuff that's happened in my life and continues to happen to this day. Now, it's funny because, as I've told you, personally, when I do charity stuff, when I do it, which, by the way, again, no one's business what I do, how much I do, etc. Okay? But the trolls have literally gone out of their way to slander me, despite the fact that I haven't done a charity event. They have slandered me and said stuff like Phil never does charity and stuff. Why? Because here's what happened. Okay? Last year, I filed for bankruptcy, and well, actually it was more than a year ago. But my whole bankruptcy thing went through and ended up going public. When you have a bankruptcy procedure that goes through, a lot of your private information gets made public. And so the trolls looked at all my private information and they're like, we don't see any evidence that Phil ever claimed anything charitable on his taxes and shit, and therefore he's never done any charity ever, right? And so that's it. And then in their minds, this is now evidence that Phil has never done charity ever in his life. He's a terrible person. Everything is for him. He's greedy and blah, blah, blah. In reality, there's criteria that you can do things like a charitable write-off or things like that, all right? And one of two things: either the things that I've done just didn't qualify, or I just don't bother gathering that information and trying to get a positive benefit from it. Because like I told you guys, in the past, when I do charity, I don't do anything in it to benefit me. I'm not doing a charitable thing to get a tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. And so if I donate or I do a charitable thing, you know, I do it to do the right thing and to do something nice. So I'm not going to look for a personal benefit or a way that I'm going to get that. Like, I've never done, I'll be honest, even though I have definitely done charity over the years that I've been a YouTuber and made money and stuff, I've never done a tax write-off for anything that I've done. I personally don't feel that that's right. That's my personal belief. You completely disagree and say, oh, well, you should just take every advantage you possibly can. As you guys know, I have some weird philosophies and things. I don't cut corners. I don't try to take shortcuts in my YouTube career and stuff like that. I've never really played the whole, abuse the thumbnail and do clickbait title and do this and that. I've always been a different animal when it comes to my content and the kind of person that I am. All right, that's just me. That's just me, okay? And you can disagree and say, oh, I should have taken advantage and I should have done this and that. And you're okay. You're fine. That's okay. If you disagree and you think that you should take those opportunities, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm just going to say that's not me, all right? But the hilarious part of all of this is because of the level of fucked up stuff that happened to me that year, and I had to cancel the whole charity event that I had planned for it, okay? It was all canceled. I contacted everyone. I said, it's not worth it. You know what's going to happen. These people are just going to harass me further. They're going to harass you because you're trying to be involved in my charity event. You're going to get harassed now. So I just canceled the whole thing. And personally, you know, I did stuff behind the scenes myself that I wanted to do for charity that year. But because I never claimed it on taxes, according to the shithead trolls, I've never done charity ever in my life. You know what? Here's the truth. I don't care what they think. I don't fucking give two shits. I do what I do. I can sleep at night knowing, you know, who I am as a person and my philosophies and things and ways that I go about myself. And that's that. So you will never, ever, I know this is a very long-winded answer for your question, Cracker Jacks. You won't see me doing a charity event like that. Maybe one day in the future, if dramatically things improve when it comes to the level of trolling that I receive on the internet, okay? Maybe if there is a monstrous shift in attitude again towards me, and people finally would actually support something like that and not mess with it and not fuck with it and ruin it for the parties involved, then maybe I would consider it. But as you've seen, things have not gotten any better. They've just gotten worse over the years. I've had to purposely put protections in place to make sure that things don't get fucked up for me. And therefore, I would not be able to successfully do any kind of a charity event, I don't feel at all. I don't think it would ever go down properly. It would just cause more problems than anything that it would help. So therefore, why poke the hornet's nest, right? Instead, if I'm going to do charity, I'll do it myself behind the scenes. And that's that. So there is your answer, Cracker Jacks. I hope that makes sense. And I hope that that is a satisfactory answer for you. I know I had to do a lot of explaining of background there to make for it to make sense. And there you go. Now, this race is over 20 fucking minutes long. I thought these races would be 15 or less. This is over 20 minutes and we're not done yet. This is pretty insane, honestly. Okay? Okay. All right. So there you go, guys. There's your answer. Let's now finish the race. We're in the home stretch, right? Right? Okay. The home stretch. The final 10%. 22 minutes, 50 seconds we've been racing, and the race still is not over. I mean, I don't think there's any way we can beat this tonight. There's, what, 4 more of these? If they're all this long, I don't see a possible way we can finish this tonight. It's going to be like another 2+ hours to finish the event. Or to finish the game. I never thought it would be longer than 20 minutes for an event. It's crazy. By the way, what I'm happy about, as I said at the beginning of this race, we're not on mud anymore. We ended up going up into the hills, and now we're in sand of the desert. So actually, it's an off-roading race that went across the entirety of the map. Every type of, like, you know, off-roading stuff, which is good, because I actually ended up getting an advantage having this car, as opposed to earlier on, it doesn't do very well in mud, but it does much better on the sand and gravel style. So that's how I ended up catching up. Although, admittedly, look behind me. The Ellipsian AI is still right behind me. It's definitely kept me on my toes and passed me a few times during this race, right? So we are kind of neck and neck with the Ellipsian AI. I hope it doesn't bypass me. I'll have to do some strategic rewinds if it does, because there's no way I'm redoing a fucking 25-minute long race. A 30-minute race. This is nuts. This is fucking nuts. I have never done a game with a 30-minute race before. This is definitely a first for me. Okay. 24 minutes, 20 seconds, and we're at 95%. Oh my god. Now we're tearing ass because we're actually on a road. Oh man. Yeah, I think we went across the whole map. We went from the rainforest area, like bog rainforest area, on the left-hand side of the map, drove all the way to the coast on the right. We went through everything. Who came up with these insanely long races, man? They're fucking nuts. The good news is we're gonna beat it. Thank God. The home stretch. Boy. Voila! Thank God. And that one is for you, Jade. Driving the Jurassic Park Jeep for half an hour. Holy crap. Alright. The Jeep Treadle Cat.
You're unbelievable, you know that? I pulled out all the stops.
Hello, Kevin.
On
Good
that
evening.
one.
How you doing?
Really thought I had you.
Alright. Look at all those accolades. Boom. You get a ridiculous amount of experience for these races. Boom. Double level up. Triple level up. Triple level up. And a wheel spin for completing it. You get the, wow, 1970 Camaro. Haha, look at that thing. That's a classic, right? Damn. That is a classic. Good evening, Jones to Bones. How you doing, man? Good to see ya. All right, holy shit. That was what, one down, how many left to go, right? We have a few to go still. What's the next closest one? It would be the Titan, which is a Baja race. What we'll do is we'll fast travel over there, and we're going to check it out. Cool.